Well, here in Arizona, state legislators scrambling to close the House and Senate buildings after some GOP lawmakers spent hours with Rudy Giuliani at an informal meeting last week at a Valley hotel. Giuliani later testing positive for COVID-19, but tonight the reaction mixed to the swift closure of those buildings. ABC 15's Nicole Valdez joining us live from the state capitol tonight, breaking down the impact. Nicole?
Well, Katie, the legislature not back in session until January, but last week was day one for some newly elected House members in a month that they usually take to prepare for that. Now, that'll have to happen outside of here, but it's less about that and more about the message that this sends to Arizona.
Which should have been a place of excitement for new members to a place of concern and a place of fear.
The House floor like we've never seen it before. Desks now lined with plexiglass barriers, members and staff asked to wear masks inside. Democratic House Minority Leader Reginald Boulding there last week welcoming the House's newest elected leaders.
The incoming members of the House, the Democratic House, were excited to be there. You know, they wore their PPE, they followed the directions, they followed the rules, and they were excited to be there. But their GOP colleagues just did not follow the recommendations that were put in place.
The concern stemming from this, an informal meeting at a Phoenix hotel, Rudy Giuliani discussing concerns over election fraud in Arizona for more than 9 hours. Few inside the ballroom could be seen wearing a mask.
Myself personally, I've taken 2 tests out of abundance of precaution. I have 2 little girls at home, and God forbid that I would be at the state capitol and bring COVID-19 to my daughters.
COVID-19's already taken thousands of lives across our state and is no stranger to state lawmakers.
We had 1 member who nearly died of COVID-19. We had another member who's currently hospitalized with COVID-19 right now. And then we had 2 members who lost both their father-in-law and also their mother due to COVID-19.
Boulding noting there were anywhere from 50 to 70 people on the floor. Speaker Rusty Bowers announcing the House and Senate buildings would close not long after. To some voters like Keith and Chandler, that's a much quicker and safer response for state legislators than for the public.
It's kind of hypocritical that they would decide to close down their work so quickly when so many other, kids are still being exposed on a daily basis at much higher rates than one person was tested positive.
That reality not lost on Representative Boulding.
We have to have the same level of reaction that we have to the state capitol complex that we have to the state of Arizona.
Now, despite the concern of potential exposure to COVID-19, some of those same GOP legislators that we saw with Giuliani last week were outside the Capitol today, continuing to argue Arizona's vote should be overturned despite several legal challenges failing. Outside the Capitol tonight, Nicole Valdez, ABC 15, Arizona. All right.